Hey everyone, it's the Homemade Game Guru again. I apologize for such a delay in doing my video on my world's largest board game, but pretty much I got all my materials, and this is going to be really the first step in making this history-making game, and really proving to the doubters on my ability to make this. So I'm going to give you an introduction of the materials, my workspace, and even some things that you need to know about what it's really taking me to get this done. Now my finished board game is going to be at least 900 square feet. So you're thinking I'm going to need some massive place to build this, but I'm actually going to be making it in my basement. So what you're looking at here is a 200 square foot basement space. It's not that big, not that massive. As you can see, I just got everything cluttered around here, from wood to my work desk that I built myself. But this, ladies and gentlemen, this small little 200 square foot space is where I'm going to be building the world's largest board game. Now, of course, to get this project on the way, you need to get all the materials together. And this game is going to be made predominantly out of wood. Now, originally what I was going to do is buy the cutting equipment myself, buy the wood and just cut it into the different shapes. But what I decided to do, which I felt was just a lot smarter, was to go to home improvement stores, buy the wood and have them cut it specifically to the size that I want. So that leaves less clutter for my small space. I have the wood at the exact dimensions that I need it at, and I could just concentrate on building the game. I won't tell you which home improvement stores I went to, but pretty much there's a fair variety out there and they all sell pretty much the same thing. So here's just the materials that I have. Example here is spruce. I got some spruce boards. I was pretty iffy on what kind of wood I wanted to use, but I decided that spruce is a good material and it's not as expensive as oak. So as you can see, this long piece that just keeps on going, that's going to be the top part of the game where the words are. And then these smaller pieces here will be the edge that goes up and down. And then the actual playing squares are these boards right here, which is kind of a spruce composite, but got a whole bunch of these. And for those who have advertised or got an adopted space, they've got Streets Filled Treasures here, their whole ad will go onto one of these massive 24 by 24 spaces. Is these spaces where people will actually walk on. So now, besides just wood, you need a whole bunch more other things to put this type of idea together. And as you can see, my little pantry here of different sprays, varnishes, finishes, saws, different colors, you name it, I got it. Because the wood is just basic and by itself. You need to add some color to it, you need to add some pizzazz, and I got all the materials for that. So, and you know what, like anything, you want to promote safety. That even though the wood is cut, I'm going to be building varnishes and coatings on this game. And I do have a window, but I also have my breathing apparatus right here. I got my goggles. Safety has to be paramount, because with the chemicals and varnishes and whatnot, if you don't have a breathing apparatus, you'll kill some brain cells, and you don't really get those back. And I like my brain cells, the few that I have left. So, I have a whole plethora. Like here's my different colors that I'll put onto the board. My glues, I have spray glues. I got stronger adhesive glues, industrial strength. I got my saws. I got power equipment down there if I need to resize anything. Pretty much you name it, I got it. And I'm going to use all these materials to get this game all finished. So even before I get this project on the way, there is something that I have to voice. I'd like to say thank you to friends, family, and even many of my YouTube subscribers and friends who have given words of support and encouragement. Because with anything that you create, there's always going to be the doubters, there's even going to be the haters, those who are just going to say that, you're foolish, why are you doing this, you're never going to be able to accomplish it. I'm a lone tiger, I do a lot of big grandiose things on my own. I should get some more help, but for me, this is a challenge. This is why I'm doing this. I want to show the world that I am a good toy and game designer, and that I can step up to the challenge and do something, even on a grandiose level like this, and hopefully it's fun and enjoyable for everyone. And to give you an example of some of the hardships that I've had at big media, I have had local media cover this. I'd like to say thank you to the Mississauga News and First Local News in Mississauga and Rogers Television for covering this story. I've had another media company that originally wanted to cover the story. They actually sent a camera crew here, and they're one of the biggest, if not the biggest, in all of Canada, but of course they held off on showing the footage because really they want to see if this is going to come together. So that's okay. You know, I'll prove everyone and show them that it will be finished and come together. Another issue was getting advertisers. Many of you don't know this, but I actually worked 2 jobs to get this off the ground, that I am financing it completely by myself. So I am working 2 almost full-time jobs, 70 hours a week, just to put money towards getting this thing done. And you know, it's very difficult, but my original plan was to get advertisers or adopters for my spaces. So as I even showed you in my other video, that I had a sample ad on one of the spaces. But you know, I was fortunate to get some people interested. Like here, again, Streetsville Treasures, a small little gift shop in Mississauga. They sell some great novelties, and this is what I did for them. I made a 24 by 24 inch advertisement, and this will go on playing spaces throughout the game. They paid me $600 to do that, and I said that even that little amount is beneficial in helping me, you know, finance this idea, and hopefully it'll promote their business worldwide when this game is done. And this is originally, it was made for local businesses. I just want to promote businesses in Mississauga. I found that many of them are very resistant to new and innovative ideas. So on my new website that I'm creating, I'm opening up the adoption of a space to everyone and any business. I don't care where in the world you're located. Anyone who sees the opportunity in this game to promote themselves, I'm open to your suggestion and open to promoting you. But like I said, I don't depend on anyone. So I would rather work 70 hours a week doing what I have to do in order to make this dream a reality. It's tough. Yeah, I don't get as much sleep as I should. I think I sleepwalk, and sometimes I think I'm in a zombie state. But you know what? If you have a goal, my grandmother taught me right. If you have a goal, you just go for it. No excuses. So, you know what? For all those who doubt this, for all the businesses who want nothing to do with this, that's perfectly fine. You know, because it will come together, and it starts with this video right here, where I'm going to start showing you how I'm going to put this bad boy together. So there you go, everyone. This is just a mini intro to my space, to the materials I'll be using. You know, I'm going to be taking just simple wood and making it into a work of art. And the next video will showcase how I'm going to take the wood and put together, put some varnish on it, give it its different colors, and put together with the playing spaces to make one quadrant of the game. And of course, there's about 10 quadrants altogether that will come together to make the finished game. And I hope to amaze you all on how I'm going to do this in this small little space, and the tenacity and hard work that one person could put towards an idea. And like I put it out there, for any business that wants to be affiliated with this and wants to see their products and services promoted on this massive game to be showcased around the world, you know, just visit my website, which you'll see below, and just follow the instructions, and I can include you on this at a very cost-effective price. Or if anyone wants to sponsor space, like I said, I want to promote businesses here, but opportunity knocks once, and those who see it, those who don't. And you know, there's great people and businesses all over the world. So I'm the Homemade Game Guru. Thank you for watching, and now the journey begins until the October 17th launch of the world's largest board game in Search of Saga. That's right, baby, let's do it.